Bloody hell. There you go. Hey Silence, how's it going? I wasn't actually going to stream anymore today, but I fell asleep and I woke up, so I thought I'd stream some Assassin's Creed. I was going to do some more Donkey Kong, but I'm going to save that tomorrow. That game's getting finished tomorrow. That's that, okay?
Not the way it did, and not this soon. Doesn't matter now.
I did think a little bit about Silent Hill 3, but
There's no time. Listen closely. Return to the house.
again, maybe a little bit
My
more
office
tomorrow.
is a hidden door. Use your talent to find it. Beyond lies a chest. Take everything you find inside. Much of it may seem strange to you, but all of it is important. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. Among the contents is a letter, and with it some documents. I need you to take these documents to Mr. Roberto. He was with me in the office this morning.
The Gonfalonieri, I remember. Now please, tell me what's happening. Are the Pazzi behind this? There was a note for you at the pigeon. It said go, Ezio. Go now.
I think it's just streaming them. I think if I played them not on stream, I don't think I'd hate them as much. But I don't know. Things just don't go well on stream. I don't know, it's because I don't concentrate as much because I'm trying to like talk and interact with people, or I don't know, there's more pressure, but yeah, I don't know. I have a real hard time anyway. Might as well sync this while we're here. Oh god, it is not getting any cooler. Oh yeah, you can find the god damn it, I hate when it does that. Codex page, isn't there? We'll leave them for now because I think we're close to getting the whole assassin business up and running. Alright.
Father said there was a door here.
Ah, there we go. We're in business. Love how Ezio just he has bollocks to it. Just puts it straight on.
To bring this to Messer Roberto.
Alright, look at this. Very good.
Traditore! Hey, what's with the swords? Aren't you supposed to arrest me?
No.
What do you want?
For you to die.
Man, that's not going to happen. So why don't we explore other options?
There are no other options.
There we go. Keep pressing that. That's still got to be the coolest assassin outfit in the series.
Nice cloak. Looks like a chicken trying to avoid the park.
I've been honest.
Not you. He's there, on him.
Why is it being weird? I still think these controls are a little messed up actually.
Ezio Auditore? What are you doing here at this hour?
I don't...
Wait, child. Take a breath. Collect your thoughts.
My father and brothers have been imprisoned. I was told to bring you this.
I see now. It's a misunderstanding, Ezio. I'll clear everything up.
How?
The documents you've given me contain evidence of a conspiracy against your family and against the city. I'll present these papers at their hearing in the morning, and they'll be released.
Thank you, Signore.
Of course, my child. Do you need a place to stay? You're more than welcome here.
No, grazie. I'll meet you at the piazza.
Don't worry, Ezio. Everything is going to be fine.
What is it? Fair enough. Run off when I get my sword out, don't they?
Giovanni Auditore, you and your accomplices stand accused of the crime of treason. Have you any evidence to counter this charge?
Yes, the documents that were delivered to you last night.
I'm afraid I know nothing of these documents.
He's lying! Need to get closer.
In the absence of any compelling evidence to the contrary, I am bound to pronounce you guilty. You and your collaborators are hereby sentenced to death.
You are the traitor, Roberto, and one of them. You may take our lives this day, but we will have yours in return, I swear! We will!
Father!
There! Grab the boy! He's one of them!
I'll kill you for what you've done!
Guards! Arrest him!
Abattetelo.
Better run, boy. And fast.
There!
Noble places for noble way.
Ah, they know I'm in there. The fuck?
I've got a little request for you. I've identified several strange markings that I've discovered right across Renaissance Italy. Now, I don't know what they're doing there, but I want you to help me find out. Rebecca has marked their general location in the database with an eye icon, and she's made them glow as well. Keep an eye out.
Serezio, thank God. I've been looking everywhere for you.
I couldn't stop them, Annetta. I tried, I swear. But there were so many guards.
Please, come with me. We need to get you off the streets.
What of my mother and sister?
They're safe. I'll bring you to them.
No. It's too dangerous for us to travel together. Tell me where to go and I'll meet you there.
My sister's house. Just north of the Duomo.
I'm on my way.
Going up there. Okay.
That's you! Got it!
a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Messer Ezio. Annetta speaks quite highly of you. I can see why.
I appreciate the kind words, Madonna.
Ti prego. Call me Paola.
Thank you for offering your home to my family, Paola.
It was the least I could do. You must be tired. Perhaps you'd...
No, grazie. I can't stay.
Why? Where are you going?
To kill Uberto Alberti.
I understand your desire for vengeance, but the Gonfaloniere is a powerful man. You are not a killer, Ezio.
Spare me the lecture.
But I can make you one.
Why are you going to teach me how to kill?
I'm not. I'm going to teach you how to survive. Come.
I'm really not sure, to be honest.
Discretion is paramount in my profession. We must walk the streets freely, seen but unseen. You too must learn to blend like us, and become one with the city's crowds. My girls will show you how. We'll take good care of you.
Oh, yeah, shit. Got to follow but stay hidden at the same time. Shit.
Where do you think he's from? Napoli?
Bene. Now that you've learned to blend, I'll show you how to use it for more than just moving around. Let's teach you how to steal. Thief! Thief! Once you've stolen from someone, Ezio, you mustn't linger.
Help! Somebody stop him!
Pay attention. You must leave once you've picked... You can go now, girls.
Oh, do we have to? So innocent.
He's cute.
Jeff, what are you doing here, eh?
Now that you have learned how to approach the enemy, We need to find you a suitable weapon.
What would you have me use?
Ah, but you already have the answer.
Hey, my father's blade and bracer. How did you get them?
By using the same skills I've just taught you.
It's not exactly in working condition.
I assume you're familiar with the
Fucking hell.
Names are factor into this.
He's far
Maybe like when you your 30s.
You'll see.
Before I go, one last question, if I may.
Of course.
Why have you given your age so readily?
Well, I nearly fell asleep streaming last night, and then I nearly fell asleep streaming earlier.
I too know.
So I stopped streaming, fell asleep, woke up, thought, fuck it, I'll stream. I was gonna do Donkey Kong, but I was like, do I want to? I'm gonna fucking save that tomorrow. My goal tomorrow is to fucking beat Donkey Kong. And it's done. And I can start checking some other stuff off the list. South Park. Dr. Jekyll. Still gotta do that fucking Welsh thing as well, I know. Dark Souls maybe I would like you're picking some interesting choices for games. Like you're heading down a pretty dark path there. Do you know what I mean? You're gonna end up like me. I'm going up here. I want to go up here. I'm not climbing towers yet. I think the heat makes me tired. We're just out of bounds. What are you talking about? Have I got my sword? No, I don't have it. Hitman 3's next year, isn't it? It's not too soon. Is it January? I think hay fever's kicking as well because my eyes are just like itchy as fuck. Oh god. Oh god, I landed right on that guy. Fuck. Whoa! I'm stuck. Not wanting to Silent Hill 3 all over again. I'm stuck in a corner. No, I get that as well. The itchy nose, because I do that a lot. And I'm thinking, God, why do I keep doing that on stream? That is weird, isn't it? To run away from these guys on it, because I ain't got no sword. We get all this story off Da Vinci. As soon as I lose these guys, we can finally be in business. Hey, piss off, buddy. Christ, it's like... Yeah, I've got the hidden blade, haven't I? But it's broke. That's why Da Vinci fixes it for you, doesn't he? Right, I need to hide from these guys. Somewhere to hide. Okay, there we go. Not as bad as I used to. It's kind of weird because some years it's barely affected me at all. Other years it hits quite hard. But the last few years it's not. It's not been too bad. But it used to like really fuck me up. Like I did runny nose. I just get the itchy eyes now. And sneeze a little bit, but apparently, like, I remember reading or something that eventually, like, most people will end up getting hay fever. I don't know why, but
Ezio Auditore,
oh yeah, Da Vinci says he has to cut his finger off, doesn't he?
What with all that's happened? Ah, where are my manners? Welcome back.
I still think we need to start wearing berets and capes again. I think it needs to come back.
Of course. Come, this way. Che pasticcio. Tutto santo giorno che cerco. Let me clear space. All right, let's see it. Fascinating. I don't know, Ezio. Despite its age, the construction is rather advanced. I've never seen anything quite like it. I'm afraid there's not much I can do without the original plans. Mi dispiace. Wait. What are you doing? The contents of this page are encrypted. But if my theory is correct, based on these sketches, it may very well what? Please, sit. Leonardo, Shh. Remarkable. If we transpose the letters and then select every third... There, it's finished. Huh? What's finished? The blade. I managed to decode...
Does he sound different?
It showed me exactly what to do. Now all that's left is to remove your ring finger.
I assume in
Really?
Revelations.
I'm sorry, but this is how it must be done. The blade is designed to ensure the commitment of whoever wields it. Bene.
I can't really remember. I just remember his voice from this.
I was only having fun, Ezio. Though the blade once required a sacrifice, it's been modified. You can keep your finger.
Do you like Just Cause? Never really got into Just Cause, to be honest with you. The first game's fucking awful. Don't like the first game. It's even worse now. I remember kind of being a little excited for it back in the day. I downloaded the demo and I was like, Jesus, this is bad. And I played it. I randomly just decided to play it again a good few months ago, and yeah, God. I played a little bit of the second, which is definitely a lot better, but yeah, I just couldn't really get into them. What am I doing?
Incredible.
Huh.
Yes, it is. Tell me, do you have other pages like this?
I'm sorry, only the one.
Listen, if you ever do happen across another one of
This is
these, please, bring it to me.
It's the Codex page, isn't it?
Word. And thank you for fixing this. By order of the Florentine Guard, open this door!
Just a moment. Wait
By
here.
order of the Peaky Blinders.
Are you Leonardo da Vinci?
See, how may I be of service?
I need you to answer some questions.
Certainly. What seems to be the trouble?
A witness claims to have seen you consorting with an enemy of the city.
What? Me? Consorting? Preposterous.
When was the last time you saw or spoke with Ezio Auditore?
Who?
Non fare il finto tonto! We know you were close with the family. Perhaps this will help to clear your head. Ready to talk? What about now?
Grazie, Ezio. Sorry about that. I've grown accustomed to their abuses. What of the body? Bring it inside and put it with the others. Others? The city gives them to me for research.
I think we know what he's doing with them dead bodies. I'm on to you, Da Vinci. Exactly, Necro Vinci. You know he's ripping the shit out of them bodies. Obvious, mate.
See? Like it never happened.
Thank you, Leonardo. For everything.
Anytime. And remember, if you find more of those strange pages, bring them to me. Should they contain
God, I remember seeing a film,
Of course.
and the whole premise of it was some guys sneak into a morgue to fuck a dead body, but then she ends up like not dead. She's still alive. And I was like, what the fuck sort of film is this? Who's come up with this idea, right? And why is it a thing? No, I went through a phase of like, could I find a film that could genuinely shock me? Do you know what I mean? Am I that desensitized? So I just look for like controversial films and like fucked up films. And it weren't that I was ever really shocked by them. They were just all so bad that I never really, you know. I'm like, how could someone, like, you watch this and you think, how could someone, like, actually enjoy the film? Do you know what I mean? If you actually enjoy that, there's something wrong with you. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've seen some of them, they're called the guinea pig films. They're like Japanese, where it's just literally bodies being mutilated. But it looks so fucking real. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Do you know what I mean? Who wants to watch this? Who made these films? Like, I'm sorry, but I like a little bit of story. Yeah, Serbian film. That's one of the worst I've seen. Because, well, if you've seen it, a particular scene towards the end.
You were gone for quite a while.
Yeah, well, that's what they are. They're just for shock value, and
But I trust you did
I just don't like that shit. Not that it shocks me. I'm just like, it's just shit.
I've given
You know?
you the skills. Leonardo's given you the blade. All that remains
With the baby,
is the deed.
Where can I find Uberto?
maybe.
According to my girls, he'll be attending an unveiling tonight of Verrocchio's latest work. It will be
I can't
held at the
remember.
Santa Croce Cloister.
Watch over my mother.
It's just about that guy that. What did they do to that guy? Do they drug him or do something and they force him to, like, do fucked up shit? I think he's like an ex-porn star or something, and he ends up like. It's just like, what the fuck? What's it all about? You know what I mean? I've seen little bits of those. Like, how did they not end up like doing 3 or 4 of them? Like, how do you make 3 or 4 films of people being sewn together? Do you know what I mean? I like the South Park parody of it though. It was funny. Well, just I think horror films are like one of the worst genres. They're just shit. I can remember the last like recent horror film that I enjoyed. They're just so bad. It's just the same old shit.
Again with this, you have overstepped your bounds, Uberto. Who are
Like
you?
teen slashers, and you know, it's just you've seen one, you've seen them all. There's just nothing stands out anymore, does it?
I've done no such thing.
Of course not. Ever innocent. How convenient.
But I did enjoy on Netflix the Haunting of Hill House. Because I was hearing some good stuff about that. I was like, I'm probably not gonna like it, but there was no else. Look at this fucking nonce here, Jesus. But I give it a shot, and I actually really enjoyed it. It was pretty good. Quite creepy. And to say I generally don't like horror anymore, I'd say it's worth a watch. Hereditary. Yeah. Oh shit, what did I do? I'm not concentrating again. What did I do? I'm meant to be sneaking around. But I don't like anything like you know, like The Conjuring, stuff like that. Didn't like them. I watched that Annabelle, which I think was like a spin-off. It bored the fucking shit out of me. I managed to just about get through it, but oh Jesus. Nah. I am sneaking in groups on a blend. Fuck! Okay, let's concentrate now. Let's blend in this group here. Here we go. Come on, boys. Here we go. So I believe there's a new Skate game actually coming out. Skate 4? So I read. I don't know. Where are we going? I need to go this way, don't we? I'll be honest with you, the only am I not blended in? Shit, why am I not blended? Oh fuck. Yeah, apparently EA kind of announced it. They've not officially announced it as Skate 4, but apparently it got a little announcement during EA's thing. At least I think. Because I know there is that other one that's coming out next month, that's Skater XL. But I believe there is an actual Skate game coming out. But no, yeah, I don't really like horror games either. I think a lot of them are shit. You know, when just all those like all the horror games that were pretty much designed for YouTubers to play and scream at. Do you know what I mean? Five Nights at Freddy's, Slender, you know, that sort of stuff. I hated all that crap. They were just like jump scares. I prefer a bit more atmosphere, something a bit more. Like I've already said before on stream, Alien Isolation. I need to stream that. I need to stream Alien Isolation because fucking hell, that game gave me some anxiety for the first time in a long time. That game got me good. I gotta stream that. That's like one game I'd be interested in playing in VR. That's the last horror game that I genuinely enjoyed. Of course I do. Of course I remember Tony Hawk's. I thought when I was a kid. Oh bloody hell. Come through, people. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, look at this. Oh, come on, that's not fair. Everyone's spazzing out in the friggin' entranceway. I don't know what's triggered this off. They've been dead for a while, haven't they? Oh, really? He's gonna put me fucking back here? That's what I've been wanting for years. It doesn't seem to be happening, does it? So if you know how vocal I've been about oh, that's what we're doing, isn't it? Sorry, I'm not fucking concentrating. We're gonna hire these. They're gonna go distract the guards. That's all you have to do, and I'm making it a million times harder than it needs to be. Okay, I've got to learn, master the ability to be able to talk and play at the same time, and I've just not got it, have I? Here we go. Here we go. Oh God. Maybe one day dinosaur games will make the mighty come back.
To save the ones you love.
Yes, I would. And I have.
The Auditori are not dead! I'm still here! Me! Ezio! Ezio Auditore!
I want to get the hell out of here. Oh, it's them big dudes.
I can't see him anymore! I see him! Not you!
I'll tell you, what was that I was looking at today? My break at work. That new Avengers game that's coming out. I was watching some, I think it was like a Thor gameplay or something. Looked pretty shit, if I'm being honest with you. Not like something I was particularly excited for, but... Will you guys stop throwing rocks at me, please? It's really fucking rude. Who just goes around carrying a lot of rocks? Huh? Who does that? Wow, I'm getting stoned. Only ever actually been stoned once in my entire life. So that was when I was 16. This is Captain America, is that true? I don't really know anything about like Avengers and stuff. I'm not really into the whole superhero, whatchamacallit. Just didn't think the game looked all that good. I saw a little bit of that Star Wars as well. What's it called? The Rogue Squadron, but not Rogue Squadron. Squadrons, yeah. But it's all first person, isn't it? It's not actually, I don't think it's third person. Whereas Rogue Squadron you could switch. I'm not meant to be looking at the no. Is that what it is? Apparently, I believe in the trailer they put like you can basically earn everything by actually playing the game or something along those lines, which is really fucking sad that they actually have to make that like a big point. That's where we're at now.
You
that they have to say something like that.
I've seen posters
And we're
all
meant to be like, oh, awesome, thanks for, you know, not making us pay for every little thing in the game. Thanks for just going back to how it used to be and how it should always be.
Or you could hunt those who bear false witness against you. They traded
It'll be probably shit, to be honest with you.
Their loss would not be mourned. Do any of these things, and you should be free to leave.
People still don't fucking learn, do they? They still don't fucking learn. I still see the comment sections of people defending EA. Like, oh, look at all the sad haters. Like, you know. Fucking idiots. I'm gonna buy the game and enjoy it. Everyone thinks it's just cool to hate Electronic Arts. They make good games. Mong!
I've added a program for tracking notoriety. This little meter will help you know how far you are between notorious and incognito.
Yeah, you can rip these down now, can't you?
This will help
To
you know
lower
if you
your,
should watch your actions. It'll also tell you if
notoriety.
you should part of Ezio's
Or as I used to
family
pronounce
or
it as a
not.
kid, notoriety. Or was it notoriety? How did I used to say it? The first time I ever saw the word was in Driver. I didn't really know what it meant. Yeah, well, that's the thing now. Games are getting announced, and they're like, "Oh, by the way, no microtransactions," and we're meant to be like, "Oh, that's awesome!" That it's so fucking sad that that's a thing now. You know. The same way when you think back to E3 when the PlayStation 4 was revealed, and they basically just came out and went like, "Yeah, we're just doing things the same." You know what I mean? Obviously after the Xbox One was revealed and it was so anti-consumer, online checks, no use of second-hand games, blah blah blah. Then everyone's like cheering for Sony, who just basically came out and went, "Yeah, we're just keeping it the same." And you think about that moment, you're like, Jesus, that was a fucking sad moment for E3 there, weren't it? That was the big thing, that you'd actually be able to play second-hand games and share games on your console. Yeah. But I'm telling you now, this will be the last generation of physical media, guaranteed. I'm still not 100% sure what is actually next. It could very well be streaming. Do you know what I mean? It could very well be streaming. Whether or not the technology is going to be there come the next generation, it's certainly not there now. Is it, Google and your shitty Stadia? I think we all knew that was going to... We all knew that was going to fail. Like, who was surprised Stadia failed? Like, what the fuck were Google thinking? How did they actually... The thing is, right, streaming, as much as I hate to admit it, the sad fact is, that is the future. But it's not the present. The technology isn't there. It just isn't. There's still people on, you know, shitty internet, sometimes just because of where they live is just a slow spot. Do you know what I mean? You know, they lose connection and stuff like that. People still on, you know, they got limits. You know, it's just not there yet. I don't know how Google thought it was gonna fucking take off. Maybe the generation after next, the technology might be there, but certainly not. Certainly not now. But that will be the future, streaming, and I'll have no part of that. Fuck that. I want to stream my games. Are you kidding me? Exactly. It's a load of shit. And haven't they lied anyway about its capabilities of being able to play games at 4K 60 with like max graphics and stuff? It isn't true. They kind of lied. The annoying thing is, well, they got bullshit YouTubers to like praise it and see how good it was. Don't know who the fuck trusts YouTubers doing reviews. You know, for well they'll get paid to do it. Because they get it for free. Of course they're gonna do it. It always annoyed me. Remember, I don't know if it's still going now. Remember that Loot Crate or whatever it was? Just a lot of shite in a box. And you get all these YouTubers who get sponsored by it, and they'd like... They'd unbox it, and like... Just the reactions were so fake. They'd like pull out a pair of socks and be like, "Oh my god, that is so fucking cool." Dude, it's a pair of fucking socks. Do you know what I mean? Calm down. Never understood that. I never understood the whole loot box. Loot crate. Sorry, I'm thinking of loot boxes. What's in fucking games, isn't it? It's just overpriced shit in a box. They were really popular though, weren't it? Everyone was buying all this shite in a box. I never got it. I never understood it.
Ezio, where have you been? They wouldn't let us leave. And Mother, oh, she hasn't spoken a single word since we left the house. Father will need to sort things out. Where is Father? And Federico?
What is your worst YouTube? What do you mean by that?
Something's happened.
What do you mean? No, it's impossible.
Claudia,
No.
I did everything I could, Piccina. Listen, right now what matters is getting us all someplace safe.
I know what you mean, but like, what is your worst YouTube?
You understand? Good.
What's
Watch over Mother.
like what's the worst video I've done, or
Then
oh,
we'll let-
YouTuber?
Thank you again.
Oh God,
Everything.
yeah, sorry.
Stay safe, Ezio. Stay vigilant. I
Too many
suspect
shit
they will
ones to pick from, aren't there? Really. I just hate the fake, over the top arseholes. Most of the big YouTubers were cunts, let's be honest.
Qui, let's do it.
They're all up to shady shit. Well, most people are streamers now, aren't they? That's kind of taking over. It's taking over YouTube, and it's where everyone's gone. It's just the entitlement, and do you know what I mean? They think they're so good because they're famous for, they're internet famous. It's the worst sort of fame, innit? Internet fame.
There's one of the symbols.
Do you know what I mean?
What does it mean? It must be there for a reason.
But I've always hated, like, when YouTubers, big popular YouTubers, they get exposed for some shit they've said or done. They get exposed for the actual cunts that they are, and then they do the fake apology videos. God, those things wind me up. There might be a little bit of sad music in the background, and they start off with that, and the fake tears, and that. Do you know what I mean? They're not sorry. They're sorry they got fucking caught. I don't know. Yeah, they're all. It's so fucking. What am I doing now? They're all just arseholes, and the fact that like they're idolized by kids is the scariest part of all of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, kids worship these fuckers. You see, like, the Paul brothers, what they called, Logan Paul, and what's the other one called? Who were just monumental arseholes, but kids think they're amazing and think it's alright to act like that. You know. And the fact that they're called, like, influencers now is, yeah. Sad times. Out the way, dude. Forget about these annoying guys.
Move along.
Does take a while, doesn't it, for this game to get going? Run a little bit, speed this up. Yeah, those pricks that pushed you. They were mega annoying, weren't they? Because when they pushed you, you'd get like, an alert like the guards and shit, and what a fucking bullshit thing that was. Just the whole Assassin's Creed 1 is just an annoying game. I hate it. There's the difference between that and this is fucking night and day, man. Oh, Susie Lou. Oh god, yeah, I've seen her.
Were they given a proper burial?
Yeah, she's another one that's just such a fucking ego. Do you know what I mean? She goes around. Is that the one that goes around like copyright and people trying to get people's channels taken down? If you say anything negative about her, she steal her content. Even though she does that, doesn't she do like full reactions to like full episodes of stuff? Which is against, you know, why should she get away with that? Then she watches anime and stuff, she watches full episodes of anime. How the fuck is she allowed to do that? Do you know what I mean? Why the fuck is she allowed to do that? Because I saw a streamer. She was it was a movie stream, and she had like a green screen behind her or something like that, and she was watching Alien, like Alien 3, and it was just a stream of her watching Alien. You could like see her and then see the film. Why is she allowed to watch a full movie on stream? Surely that's not allowed. I don't know the rules anymore.
Buongiorno, Ezio. How could you leave a Firenze without saying a proper goodbye?
Ezio!
What do you want, Vieri?
Yeah, it's bad, isn't it? It's fucking. These people don't know what it's like to work for money anymore, do they? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, and yes, your life. My condolences for the loss of your father and brothers. What will happen now that there's no one left to help you? I have such wonderful things in store for your mother and sister.
Oh god. I've not got a sword, have I?
I grow tired of this game. Finish him, and do not spare the women. What sorcery is this?
Not sorcery, boy. Skill.
Show yourself.
As you wish.
Oh, is this his uncle?
Here,
Yeah.
use this.
Kill them.
Hey, we've finally got a sword.
All.
Oh, what's that? What's happening?
He's bolting. Stop it.
Nice. You can actually just go up behind him, can't you, and immediately kill them. I think. Yeah. Just whoosh. God, impaling, guys. Some serious kebabs. Look at that. Oh god, sorry, buddy. I'm swinging the wrong way.
You have my
my thanks.
Keep the sword, Ezio.
Do I know you from somewhere?
Don't you recognize me? It's a me, Mario.
Uncle Mario?
That's trying to encourage people to
Far too long.
sub.
I heard what happened in Firenze.
It's kind of bullshit, innit?
Come, let's get you all away from here.
Oh, did he say that line? It's me, Mario. I wonder what that was a reference to. Interesting.
So, tell me everything.
They executed father for treason.
Yeah, I think Metroid.
Rico and Petruccio too. They came for me.
Do you know why?
I have no answers, Uncle. Only a list of names taken from a man who wished me dead. I still can't believe they are gone.
Don't worry. We will make sense of this.
I wish I shared your optimism.
Come on, keep pace. We're almost there. I think you will
Ah,
find
this is
much
you upgrade all this shit, don't you?
I thought
All this
Montezuma
stuff.
was an enemy of Firenze.
For now. Next year it will be its friend, the year after its enemy again, and on and on.
Did they do any more of this in any other games? I can't remember.
These are honest, hard-working.
But I'm hoping like it's gonna be similar to this in Valhalla.
There is a chapel here too. The British seem to nice.
Does it go Valhalla? Is that the name of the new? Why have I forgot the name of the new Assassin's Creed? It's Valhalla, right?
Did you know the villa out
Is
there
it?
is almost
What's it
200
called?
years old?
Fucking hell.
Built by my great-grandfather, a strange man.
There's my memory again.
Keep your
What day is it?
eyes open, and you might discover a few of them.
Who am I?
With all the fighting that's been going on, this place has started to get a bit rough around the edges. I wish I could do something about it, but I just don't have
Okay,
the time
Valhalla.
to fix things up.
Yeah, well, apparently you got like a settlement in that you'll upgrade. So I'm wondering if it's, you know,
So, what do you think?
hopefully it's not like a half-arsed little feature, but we'll see.
Seen better days, I suppose. Believe me, I'd have the shining again if
Really?
I had the time. Now that you have had the tour, you should go and outfit yourself. My men in the market are expecting you. Return here when you are finished, and we'll begin.
Begin? Begin what?
I thought you'd come here to train.
No, Uncle. I came here to escape Firenze.
Well, I assume the game's probably mostly
What
finished,
about your father? He
to be
won't
honest
do
with you, so I don't think it should have too much effect.
My father was a banker.
Wait, he did not tell you?
I
It's
have
probably
no
just
idea
in
what
the
you're talking about.
Much
polishing,
convenient.
bug testing phase, I imagine.
Begin. Go and fetch the gear in the market. It will give me time to think.
If it is due out this year, which it is, so I'd say it's probably quite far along.
Spending money should you need it. And if you find yourself in
The main game will have been done anyway, all the story and everything. I highly doubt Ubisoft will delay it for something like that. It's the same guy that directed Origins? Did he do Origins? And Black Flag? If I'm right? So I think they've got two teams, aren't they? Two Assassin's Creed teams. Kind of like they do, I think, with Call of Duty. Have they got two teams on Call of Duty? Well, I mean, I've played quite a bit more of Last of Us 2, and I really like it. I mean, there's still plenty to go, but you know, it's yet to. Well, again, I'm not going to do any spoilers, but that particular the golf club thing, I was kind of like, why did that happen? You know, that shouldn't have happened. At least not that part of the game. But I don't know what else is going to happen. So maybe it's going to get all woke fucking bullshit. I mean, let's be honest. You know, one of the reasons it'll have scored such high reviews, it got such high review scores, was simply because like the main two characters are lesbians. That alone will have, you know, that's true. You know it is. Not that I give a shit, they're lesbians, but it's not a reason to, you know, give a game a 10 out of 10, is it? Because it's like, oh, look at that, lesbians, yay! Who cares? Do you know what I mean? I think that's quite irrelevant, to be honest with you. Was she? Well, she's all... Was she? I thought she was... I don't know. I didn't know she was lesbian in the first game. Oh, I never played that. Okay. Is she a bit older in that? Because she's only... How old is she in... She's only young. Well, she's still young in Last of Us Part 2, but she's a few years older, isn't she? She still looks about 12 in The Last of Us, doesn't she? I think she's a bit older than that, but... I believe there's some sort of... There's a cult, isn't there, in The Last of Us Part 2? Is she only 14? Okay. I think it's like, is it 4 years later, Last of Us Part 2? Something like that. Oh, okay. Well, she's got a new girlfriend, hasn't she, in Part 2? There's a scene where they les off. Don't know if I'm allowed to use that term, but I just did. But it is getting bad in it that, well, it just, like, all this forced stuff now, like, you have to have this, you've got to have all these box tick, there's got to be this certain characters, there's got to be these transgender characters, they've got to be like gay characters, and they've got to be this, that and the other. But I really don't think there needs to be. I don't think they should be forced to write that stuff. Like, is it 7 years? Oh, okay. It's just like, people shouldn't have to write stuff for them. Do you know what I mean? Like, those that want to complain that, yeah, there's not enough women in video games, not enough, you know, strong female characters, or there's not enough this, that, or the other. Well, if it's that fucking important, well, you get into the industry and do it yourself. Make your own story. Why does someone else have to do it for you? If it's that important for you, do you know what I mean? Like, you know. What? I had not heard about that. Oh dear. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. I have not heard anything about that. Oh, okay. Like, I really enjoy the gameplay, is what I've enjoyed so far. Like, I'm proper stealthing it up, and it's fucking brutal. Like, particularly when you're killing the humans. Like, when you're stabbing the fucking neck, and the blood pours out, and it's... Nothing about the story so far has pissed me off, but I guess there's still time for that. But from a gameplay perspective, I really enjoy the game. So... And at the end of the day, that's kind of the most important part of a game, isn't it? You know? Don't get me wrong, I love a good story. I do. All my favourite games are very story heavy. Metal Gear Solid, Max Payne, you know. But I can overlook a bad story if the game's great. Do you know what I mean? What the fuck? Oh, it's a raid! Oh, thank you! Thank you very much for the raid. It still confuses me. It still confuses me. Thank you very much. I see the Command and Conquer theme and I'm like, what? Oh dear. Yeah, thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate it. What are we doing? Oh, we're shopping. Okay. Oh yeah, because you can buy like all these like armor and stuff. Can you not like change the colour of it later on? Dye it and stuff? Or am I thinking of another game? I'm not 100% sure. Of everything I can get. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I thought you could dye it, 'cause I remember making my armor black. Don't know why I went black. Went a bit goth, but you know.
I'll be close by should you return.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is so much better because I managed to get through and I've streamed all of the first game, but God, it's tedious, isn't it? It's just not a fun game to play at all. It's such a chore. I hated it. I hated it. I'm so glad it was over. This one is fun. I enjoy this one. I can't. Oh, okay. That's all going wrong there. Getting distracted again.
I have done what I can. Try not to reopen the wound.
You get, is it Altair's armor you get for doing the tombs, right? 'Cause it's locked behind that thing. Yeah, that's... Like I said, with the first Assassin's Creed game, back in the day when you first played it, it was cool, because it was something a bit different. Obviously at the time the graphics were like cutting edge, and the way the combat worked, and the parkour seemed really cool, and like the setting. But then once you got past that, and realised the game really had nothing else to offer, because it was just the same tasks over and over and over again. It is, yeah. Because I soon got bored of it back in the day, and I remember forcing my way through it. But it's even worse to go back and play it now, especially if you've played other games in the series. It's just not a good game. It really isn't. It's frustrating as well in a lot of ways.
Don't worry. We're only staying here for a little while.
I don't like it here. I want to go home.
I know.
I don't know what we're doing now. You've already done... I know you don't realise, do you? I got like those little achievements you get. Says, oh, you know, you've streamed for... You're like, Jesus, I've streamed for that long? Wow.
Salute, uncle. I did as you asked.
I mean, how long have I been streaming now? Like as a regular streamer.
No.
We're coming to like 3 months or something?
We are leaving.
I don't feel like it.
Ezio, you barely held your own against Vieri.
That's a lot of hours.
You won't survive a week on the road. If you want to leave, so be it. But at least do so armed with the skills and knowledge necessary to defend yourself. If not for your mother and sister.
Fine.
Yeah.
Up to me.
I hit that follow goal quite quick, didn't I, to do Superman 64. Yeah, bastards.
You can swing a sword, to be sure, but offense alone will not carry a battle. Survive long enough to strike. I will teach you how to dodge.
You said my father was more than just a banker.
No use dancing around.
Oh.
Your father was an assassin.
Yeah, that's what it was. And then it just... nothing.
Now you'll learn how to turn them to your advantage.
All this talk of assassins and Templars, it reeks of fantasy.
Like something from an old parchment covered in arcane writing, perhaps?
How did you know?
You have your father's blade.
I still get people subscribing to my YouTube channel even though it's pretty much dead.
Codex.
I'm coming towards, oh, I got like 15,000 summit subs.
Father believed the codex contained powerful secrets. Something that could change the world. Perhaps it's why.
Assassins, Templars, Codex pages. This is a lot to take in.
You need to open your mind. Always remember.
Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button, that's why. There we go. There we go. Just naming the balls. Alright. Here we go, getting all that stuff now, and now we're a proper assassin.
I hate these awkward moments.
Oh god.
Sai, Leano, vogliamo aprire le danze.
You're making fine progress, Ezio. Today I'm going to teach you how to position yourself in battle. Where you stand and how you move.
It's getting a little cooler now, so I'm not as cranky.
Don't think I haven't seen you picking apart my library.
I found a bit closer.
Believe me now?
Yes, my father was an assassin. But why the need for such secrecy?
Are you familiar with the Templars? One of several knightly orders formed during the Crusades. History teaches they were disbanded nearly 200 years ago in France.
Oh, has anyone watched the Cyberpunk thing? It's meant to 25th. It's meant to have been something on it.
What work?
I ain't got around to that yet.
Templars seek dominion over man, and we, the assassins,
So that's like my most anticipated release right now. In fact, to be honest, it's the only thing I'm interested in.
yes,
And the other names on my father's list.
Templars as well.
November now, and it got delayed again.
Means Vieri.
Just like his father, Francesco,
It'll be worth the wait, I'm sure.
Pazzi family.
I'm happy to wait.
Hey, would explain many things.
What am I doing? Still getting thrown off by the controls. The fact that it's not like showing you A, B or X square. These little icons. Right, that'd be A, but what's that one there? Hold what? Hang on. Is it that? Okay, yeah. R2, basically. Okay. What we're doing now, just having a fight. I'm fucking this guy up. Okay.
Well done, Nipote. You've really come into your own.
Thank you, Uncle, for all you have given me.
Your family. Such is my duty and my desire.
I'm glad you had me stay.
Good. You've reconsidered leaving.
We sail for Spain. 3 days.
But Nipote, I have given you the skill that you might be better prepared to strike against our enemies.
And if they find me, I will.
You want to leave Ezio? To throw away everything your father fought and died for? To deny your heritage? Fine. Come voi. Arrivederci e buona fortuna.
Uncle, wait! Why is he so upset?
How can he not be? Vieri's been harassing us ever since you first arrived. To be expected, I suppose, given his heritage.
Might try and get me upscaler finally next week. I'd have got it already if you know, bloody birthdays and stuff weren't coming up.
Uncle!
Sooner we do that, the sooner we can crack on with the masterpiece that's Dino Crisis 3. Because I don't know about you guys, but I am excited to play that. I wonder if I can make it all the way through that game. I don't think I'll be able to. I hate it so much.
Ezio, look at her. I still can't get her to talk. She spends all day and night in front of those feathers Petruchio used
Oh,
to
you're
grow.
missing out. You're missing out. Dino Crisis 1, 2.
Don't worry.
I'd probably say 2's the better game. Like, they're really, really good, both of them, but the first game's survival horror, pretty much. I mean, you could kind of call it old school Resident Evil with dinosaurs, but it's got its own thing as well. It's not just Resident Evil with dinosaurs, but it's survival horror. Whereas the second game, is an action game pretty much. It's a lot faster paced, a lot more dinosaurs as well and weapons. And yeah, and then Dino Crisis 3 happened, and that game is a disgrace. And I've been desperate for a proper Dino Crisis, or just a resurgence in dinosaur games in general for years, and it's just never happened. I'm still waiting. I don't know if it's ever going to happen. But I know a lot of people want Dino Crisis back. And I guess kind of recently Capcom have been listening. Because remember when Capcom just didn't listen at all? When they were just like one of the worst companies. They just... ugh. I remember that thing they said about... what was it about Resident Evil fans? People who weren't particularly keen on the big change in Resident Evil. I think they said something like one of the top guys, the CEO or something, he said like... basically the old fans of Resident Evil, that we were all too old now and have probably grown out of playing video games. That's what they actually said. That we were too old and had grown out of video games. So, yeah, that's the mindset of these publishers these days. Apparently you grow out of video games. So, shows how much they actually know about games, doesn't it, eh? Ridiculous. I got horse. Where's my horse? Simpsons wrestling. No, I hate it. Okay, it's not. It's far from the worst game I've ever played, but you know. But that's what I do. Like the follower goals are. It's always a really crappy game that I hate that I have to play. I don't know why I've decided that's what I do, but yeah, I punish myself for hitting a goal. That's how it works. We've done Superman 64, which is and always will be my most hated game ever. I hate that game with a passion. It'll always be the worst game I've ever played. What else have I done, Tev? Bubsy 3D. How many have I done? Superman, Bubsy 3D. With South Park's coming up probably tomorrow. I've got to play South Park, the N64 game, which I also hate. Was it just those two? Was it just been Superman and Bubsy? Or did I do something else? I feel like there was a third. I feel like South Park's the 4th game I'm doing. What have I done? Sonic 06, weren't it? Sonic 06, which I rage quit and gave up and snapped the disc. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, I hate that South Park game because I rented it from Blockbusters when I was a kid, and I was really excited about it because I loved South Park. And I hated it back then as well. I was so disappointed in it, and it just annoyed me. And I played it again a few years back and hated it even more. It's just... the controls are horrible. Those goddamn turkeys, it's hard as hell. It's just an awful game. So I don't think I'll get okay, I'll probably admit Simpsons Wrestling will be one of, you know, the better bad games that I play. Okay, I'll be honest with you. But I generally picked them because I just Google like the worst games ever made, and now I just look at the list, and usually I'll look at ones I think, oh yeah, I remember playing that and I did hate it, and Simpsons Wrestling always pops up on the list. Now I have to be honest, I haven't touched Simpsons Wrestling for years. Not since I was in high school, so maybe I won't hate it that much, but I remember I didn't like it back then. I don't remember hating it, I just didn't like it. But it is generally considered a bad game. Yeah, probably. I have no intention of touching the WWE games ever again.
Ezio, what are you doing here?
Taking responsibility. Yet it troubles you because of me.
Vieri troubles us because he's a Templar, and we are assassins.
Either way, I wish to
Yeah,
help.
Aliens, Colonial Marines.
Then listen close. First, we must find a way inside.
The thing about Aliens, Colonial Marines is I think a lot of people were like excited for that game and thought it was going to be really good. Do you know what I mean? So I think a lot of people were shocked at how bad that game turned out to be.
This is where we'll strike.
Because I remember it looking so good in like the previews and stuff, which ended up not actually being the game that was released. I mean, and it was Gearbox, who had they done Borderlands at that point? They'd obviously done Brothers in Arms, which is what I knew them for, because I love that series. Oh, thank you very much for the sub. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you. And I've just realised that would be the 10 sub goal, but I didn't set up any thing for it, did I? I forgot. I'll figure something out, some way to torture myself. But yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Alright, Ezio. Here's how it is going to work. My men and I will distract the guards. Once we have engaged them, get yourself over the wall.
Yeah, I really don't like that Randy Pitchford. He's an arsehole, isn't he? I really don't like that guy.
Then let us begin.
Yeah, I really appreciate it, man. Yeah, Randy Pitchford is what he gets called. He's just a terrible person, isn't he, really? I'm sure we can find another game to torture myself with for the sub goal. I just don't want to I don't want to hide things behind sub goals, because I don't know, I just don't feel right like, I'm only doing this if you give me this much money, which is what streamers do. I couldn't do that, you know. So I'd rather put stuff behind follower goals, because it's free to follow. But, you know, you see some streamers who, like, give me 100 subs and I'll play Mario Kart. It's like, what? How much money is that just to play a game? How can they do that and not feel ashamed, you know? I just couldn't do it. It's just not me. It's not right, is it? Frog boy emote. I won't even know what to do. I don't know. I'd love to get some Frog Boy merch going. I mean, most people aren't going to know the story of Frog Boy, are they? And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about, Frog Boy? Hey up, Classic, how's it going? Fucking DSP. The most shameless e-beggar on the internet. Fucking hell. Oh god, that guy. Jesus, right, what are we doing? Oh, we've got to go up in the gate, haven't we? I think. Are we? Getting distracted here. You gotta pay his taxes, though. You know what I mean? You gotta pay his taxes. Why should he have to pay his own taxes? You should pay his taxes for him. Especially considering all the great entertainment he gives you. Dude masturbates on camera, you know? Give him all your money. Oh, really? Yeah, I'm not really a football fan. Although, did Burnley win? I don't know. I think they did. Hey! Who threw that?
Well done, Ezio. We are in. This way, man.
I've already explained the origins of the Ash BFC. Because people are... Dude! That is really annoying! You know how high my voice went then? Yeah, obviously people would say, what do the BFC stand for? And it kind of stood for nothing, but it did stand for Burnley Football Club. But it's because of my brother. Okay, he's a huge football fan and a huge Burnley fan. And he used to set up, like back in the day when we first got like a computer when we were kids, he'd sort out all my accounts and stuff, like creating IDs for games, 'cause I didn't really know how to do it. And he'd use his name and BFC, because he's a big football fan, and he did it for me. So he created Ash BFC for like, you know, a profile for a video game or something, like a PC game I'd be playing, or something that if I was creating an account online or something, like he used to do it for me because I was useless. That's where it came from, and I just kind of stuck with it all those years. And this is going back to when I was about, what, 11 or 12. So yeah, and that's what I named my YouTube channel, and it's what I named a lot of things. And then for Twitch, I said let's change it up and let's go Grey Fox. Of course, from Metal Gear Solid.
I want you to distract those guards and keep them from raising the alarm.
So yeah, there's a story.
It will buy me enough time to find and silence Vieri. Va bene.
In '89, because that's the year I was born.
With you, just to be safe. Come join me once they're dealt with.
Well, no, it's because I had to spell it that way. Because it was taken.
Signal again when you should fall.
Is that, have I spelled it with an A? Because I think the name was taken.
No one knows, but something hasn't gone edge. How else to explain all the patrols?
We're meant to be soldiers. Instead, he's turned us into nursemaids. And why?
Days Gone. That's a good game. I like Days Gone. I enjoyed it. I didn't finish all of it. There's some of the end game content I didn't get around to, but I enjoyed what I was playing. It did not deserve the reviews it got, to be quite honest with you. I think it got a little repetitive, you know what I mean? There was a few... It had some flaws, but I enjoyed it for the most part. The reason it got such a low score off GameSpot, sadly if you read the review, is the woman that reviewed it basically just complained because it had a white male protagonist. Yeah. It's the same woman that reviewed one of the old Pokemon games on IGN back in the day that put too much water. That's a good reviewer right there. Knows her stuff. Oh, what are we doing here? What the hell am I doing? I'm getting distracted. We're killing these guys. There we go. There we go. Gonna mock the way I speak, eh? Tev, huh? Water. That's how we say it where I am. Oh, I'm sorry. Water. Water. It's water. Alright. I did get a few comments on my YouTube back in the day, like, dude, there is a tea in water, you dick. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been pulled on the way I say battery as well. I often say battery instead of battery or batch. Sometimes I say battery, don't they? Battery. I say battery. I often don't pronounce. There's a lot of T's I don't pronounce and H's I don't pronounce. Like os. Os. Hospital. Ot. Av. Instead of have. I sometimes stick a H on every now and then. I stuck a H on H then, sometimes I say H. I give you the H right there. Well, my mum's picked up a weird accent because she lives in Wakefield. She's lived there most of her life. Because obviously she's from my town. And they pronounce stuff weird. Like, one, they say one. Which is weird to me. And car is car. And carpet. Shit like that. She's picked up the accent.
Ezio, your uncle's under attack and needs help. Go to
H.
him.
I just find it weird how some people say tongue. They say tongue. Tongue. It's tongue. What do you say? Scone or scone? Do you know I get pulled on a lot, right? I think I've probably already mentioned this, but couldn't. I often say cunt. And there's a few people who pulled me on that. Cause it sounds like I'm saying cunt as a C-U-N-T. But that's just the way I pronounce it, cunt. Like, I couldn't do it, you know what I mean? Couldn't find it. Like, why are you saying cunt? I'm not, I'm saying couldn't. I just say cunt though. I do like the word cunt anyway. It's one of my favourite words. Some people don't like it. It's a funny word. It's my favourite word of all the swear words. I do like shite though. Shite's good, innit? The London accent? Well, which one specifically? Like a Cockney accent, or... I mean, there's so many fucking accents in this country, it's ridiculous. So many. I mean, you want to hear what people where I'm from sound like. Like, I ain't even got the accent. It's really weird. People always say that. It's like, you don't sound like you're from Burnley. I'm not fucking born here, mate. Little bits come out every now and then, but like, you want to hear me nephew? He's proper got the accent. And it's not the most intelligent sounding accent, I'll be honest with you. A lot of people from Burnley sound thick as pig shit. To be honest, I think a lot of us are. Like, yeah, right, yeah, right.
Continues to harass my forces, and I fear he'll discover what we intend.
He's always been trouble, just like that bastardo brother.
Then let me reunite them, father.
Cockney slang's always, I've always thought that's weird. They're a weird bunch, aren't they? Oh yeah, Scouse, that's gonna be one of the worst accents, isn't it? Fucking hell.
May the Father of Understanding guide.
May the Father of Understanding guide.
Comandante! Comandante!
What?
Mario Auditore has invaded the city. He comes for you.
Then let's not keep him waiting.
I'm not sure what my favourite insult is, but... I'm good at accidentally insulting people. I often find myself having to apologise. I can be a little bit like Larry David. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I'm not that bad, but sometimes I just kind of say what I think. I don't try to insult people, but it just happens. Nightmare creatures? I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, Geordie accent. I don't know, man. I mean, you Ginger's got to be the toughest of everyone, right? No, I don't know, Nightmare Creatures, that sounds vaguely familiar. I think something I've ever played, but... Well, I technically, Tev, have Ginger DNA, because I've never met him, but apparently my dad is a Ginge. So, could have been Ginger myself. But no. Luckily, I got me mum's hair. Although it's a little bit lighter than mine. Ron Weasley. Well, it's like people calling me fucking Ash from Pokemon. Like, hey, Ash, where's Pikachu? Fucking brilliant. Did you come up with that yourself, you fucking comedy genius? I've heard that one a lot. Some Polish lass at work. She got me, she just randomly bought me a little Pikachu pin badge. She's like, hey Ash, I found Pikachu. And it's, what the fuck? So I took it and threw it in the bin in front of her. She thought it was brilliant. She thought it was the most amazing thing ever. I was like, what are you doing?
Do you think he would have shown either of us such kindness? You are not Fieri. Do not become him.
And she was genuinely like insulted that I whizzed it. Or did I whiz it or did I give it to someone? No, I think I whizzed it. She got really offended. Like I was supposed to be like she thought I was going to wear it. And be like, oh my god, thank you. That is both really thoughtful and hilarious. Fucking weird woman. Not really. It was really fucking weird. Never liked her. She shouldn't even look at me now. She's still upset about it. Ron Weasley. Fucking hell. Brilliant. Fucking brilliant, innit? But it's like people in their minds, they think that you've never heard that before. Like, you know what I mean? But it wasn't a gift. You know what I mean? I appreciate a gift. I never liked her to begin with. I think she must have known I didn't like her. She's fucking weird. I think I told her once, I said, you're one of the weirdest people I've ever met. She is! She's fucking weird! Just like she has no sense of humour and doesn't get sarcasm and stuff like that. And it's impossible to get a conversation going with her because she's just she's one of those people that's just so fucking weird. And she just randomly goes out and buys me a Pikachu badge. Like, what the fuck? Do you know what I mean? I'd rather just give me the money. Whatever you spend, just give me the money.
Come, Ezio. Walk with me.
Yes, uncle. The Pazzi answer to another. Spaniard.
He is Rodrigo Borgia, one of the most powerful men in all of Europe, and leader of the Templar Order.
Oh, fucking hell, I'll tell you a story that happened, I think it was yesterday at work, in the canteen, right? This fucking guy, I hate most people I work with, they're so fucking weird, right? That's coming from me. I'm normal in that place. But I think he's like Bulgarian or Romanian. He's like this overtime guy. He must be, what, late 40s, early 50s? He's really weird. He looks like the sort of guy that probably has a lot of cats. You know, I'm being 100% honest, probably fucks his cats, right? He just looks like that sort of guy. He's fucking weird. And he sits on the table next to me in the canteen, right? And he pulls out this like plastic container. What I can only assume was probably cat piss, right? It looked like piss with bits in it, right? And I'm like, oh god, what the fuck is that, right? And I could smell it. It fucking stunk, right? I know I smell like it. And then he just starts like slurping it, right? It was the worst noise I've ever heard. He just slurping this cat piss, right? The whole canteen must have heard it. And no one is batting an eyelid. And he's just like, and I'm just staring at him like, what the fuck? And I'm looking around, no one's acknowledging this whatsoever, right? Everyone's just, no, they're just on the phone. And I'm like, really? Really? We're not going to say anything about this? We're just going to let him slurp that piss? And, like, I was fucking blown away and so fucking disgusted at the same time. And then he downed it all in one. Like, puts it down and he's like, ah. And I'm just staring at him, and then he sees me looking at him, and he looks at me. And I'm like, really? Dude? Really? And at this point, everyone else in the canteen turns around and is looking at me. And I'm like, oh, now we're all looking, suddenly I'm the fucking weird one. And I'm like, are you guys fucking kidding me? And I just fucking walked out of there. I couldn't believe it. Like, I just couldn't believe it. Like, I've never heard someone slurp that fucking loud. Who does that? But nobody. I was the only one that was just like, is this happening right now? And he was right fucking next to me on the next table. And just because I'm like, really, dude? Fucking really? Suddenly everyone's looking at me now like I'm the weird one. And, oh, God almighty. What's wrong with those people? It's fucking disgusting. And I'm pretty sure it was piss. I think he was slurping piss. And there's some nasty bastard that keeps bringing in hard-boiled eggs. And if I can't stand the smell of eggs. And it's stinking out the whole canteen. Don't bring in eggs. Don't fucking bring in eggs. Why? It's one of the worst smells. Eggs. It's fucking. Oh god. Anyway, sorry Tev, I put you off your dinner. About the slurping nonce. It's just weird people. That's... Did I keep getting mission failed? I wasn't paying any attention. I was telling you stories, alright? I like to tell little stories. Usually it's something that's pissed me off, I'll be honest, but... And when I'm telling a story, I've got to tell a story. I can't do anything else. I can only do one thing at once, alright? Typical man. I can't multitask whatsoever. But thank you for the... did I say thank you? Thank you. Just I'm rambling now and I'm forgetting to say thank you.
Look familiar? The codex pages. Yes, your father managed to find
Don't worry, Tev. I'll come return the favour. It's payday today. Well, I've actually technically probably been paid right now, so I'll have a bit of money.
Do you see the way the words cross from one page to the next?
I'll give you a subscribe. Get some bits. Get that money's in.
Your father and I managed to make out bits of a prophecy scrolled across these pages.
I certainly have. I've played both Evil Within 1 and 2. Because that's all there is, 1 and 2. I played them both. Yes, I like them. Particularly the first one. The first one's a lot better than the second one. I like the second one, but the first one's a lot better. Particularly that start with the fucking chainsaw dude. That was awesome.
Start with the page I took from Vieri. Leonardo would decode it for us.
Then, return here when time permits, and we'll add it to the wall.
Oh yeah, codex pages. What do you get from the codex pages? Are they worth getting? I really can't remember. Because I certainly won't be getting all the fucking feathers. Double raid, huh? Dare I say I'm a little bit jealous? She maybe likes ginger guys, Tev. You know what I mean? Huh? Not all bad, is it? I do still see a lot of streamers who are just streaming to nobody. That's got to be kind of a bit depressing, isn't it? But I still see channels that are still quite a bit bigger than mine who still get like similar views to mine. It's weird how it works. Like I'm lucky if I can get like 5 people I mean, like, directly on Twitch. I think I was getting the most views during the Resident Evil stuff, weren't I? I think I did alright during Silent Hill. I played a very little bit of Amnesia. It's not my sort of game. I don't like those sort of games. Really? Like 2,000 followers and only like 3 views. It's weird, isn't it? Very weird. That's why it's good to like do raids and like help each other out and stuff. Get a little that community going. You know, help out all the little guys. So all the little channels are way better than the big channels. They just are. Same with YouTube, same with Twitch. I'm getting Codex pages in it. Oh, why's the one out there? That's a bit of a pain in the arse, isn't it? Hell no. I've always said how much I hate collectibles. I don't think they have any place in video games. You know, like... ugh. Ubisoft have always been one of the worst for them. Just stick a lot of stuff around the map to collect. Why? I don't want to do that. Like, what was it? They did something in Breath of the Wild. These, how many of those things can you collect? And I think if you actually manage to collect them all, you get like a... it's like a little turd trophy or something. It's basically taking the piss out of pointless collectibles. Something like that anyway. Well, yeah, like an old school collectathon platformer, that's fine. But if it's just shit like collect 100 feathers spread across the map, or, you know, well, what's the point? Who wants to do that? Again, they just do it to, like, it's padding, isn't it? I've never cared about them. Just never give a shit. Right, we get back into this place. Am I going the wrong way? I feel like I'm going the wrong way. It's this way, isn't it? Yes and no. They're very up and down, Ubisoft. I still have a bit of a grudge against them for their business practices. Sick of their stupid editions of games. They're one of the worst for like a million different versions of a game. Oh, the gold edition, the fucking silver edition. How about the go fuck yourself edition, Ubisoft? Huh? Stop hiding shit behind editions. Up into the good old days of where we all just bought a game and got the same thing. Okay, maybe there was like a collector's edition where you got like a little statue or something. Now it's just like, you look at the price of them, like, are you kidding me? You fucking kidding me? But they are perfectly capable of making good games. They just tend not to. But I think they kind of learnt, you know, after the sales dropped big time, didn't they, of Assassin's Creed? That's when like, oh yeah, shit, we should probably like try and put some effort into this series now, and that's why they took the year off. And to good results with Origins and Odyssey. And now we get Assassin's Creed every other year, not just being churned out every year. Hello? Excuse me? What? What the fuck is... I'm just gonna open this here and pretend that never happened. Why does weird shit like that always happen to me? What the fuck was that? Yeah, I didn't bother with all the stars in Odyssey. I got enough to beat the main game, whatever did Bowser, and that was enough for me. Didn't really see the point in going after the others. But it's a fucking fantastic game, though. Fucking fantastic game. One of the best Marios. But didn't feel the need to continue going. Poof, Activision. Crap division. Hands down the second worst video game company. I don't think that's up for debate, is it? Fucking scum. The masters of milking. Like, they even, that's the dickhead CEO called Bobby something. He even came out and said, like, admitted that that's like their policy is to milk a game for all it's worth. Which is what they do at Activision. They'll milk the shit out of something till it's no longer making enough money, and then drop it. They're just quantity over quality. Have been for a long, long time. Yeah, I don't think Activision are really capable of making decent games. Some awful licensed games, just... you know, look at shit.
Salute, Claudia.
Our uncle is un mostro. This is outrageous.
What's happened?
He's making me work.
Really? He doesn't look like a little troll, though. You want to? He's got that the face you just want to fucking punch a hole through. Little shit. I can't stand Andrew Wilson as well. What a twat he is. Obviously he is. He is. Fucking CEO or whatever. Reminds me of the fucking G-Man. Like I saw the beginning of the EA play or whatever it was, and what's he talking about all the stuff going on in the world, and you can see he's like a fucking robot just reading off the fucking teleprompter. Like he gives a shit.
You're going to have to show up to take it to the bank yourself, because when it gets full, I'm just going to take the extra cash for myself. Capito?
Deal.
Yes, so this is, you can see all the stuff you've upgraded and whatnot in it. There's the architect, isn't he? Oh yeah, you get your income, all the money you generate there as well, isn't it?
Buongiorno. There's something wrong.
Sir Mario hired me to deal with this mess, but I'm an architetto, not a miracle worker. Without money,
Oh, I'm trying to get rid of this fucking shadow right here.
And if someone brought you money,
Need to get
then we'd be in business.
need to get another light.
You must be Ser Ezio. Am I right?
Uncle, I like this architetto.
He gets very observant when he can stand money.
If you want to fix up this town, I'm going to need it. I have a price list here for new shops and renovations. Just bring me gold, make a choice, and I'll begin at once. If I build you a shop, you, as the landlord, can purchase goods there at lower rates. If you invest more money in the shop,
Obviously,
you get
Take
even
Two are bad
greater
as well.
discount. As for renovations, well, you'll be bringing the town and Villa back to life. As Sir Mario tells me, that was very important.
That's what the dog's for.
Great-great-grandfather.
She guards.
When you buy shops and renovations, you'll be increasing the number of people who visit, causing your income to increase. So, let's take a look, shall we?
Still got to invest in non-scam, haven't I? Just a struggle on my shoestring budget. Let's invest in the brothel. That's where the money's at. Well, I can't see out the window anyway, can I? Because the green screen's here. I mean, it's a fold away green screen. It's the Elgato one, but I'm fucking lazy to fold it down. It's quite yeah. Well, to be quite honest with you, in terms of just streaming, you're basically going to get the same results that you get from the 4K 60, because there's only a certain bit rate you can actually stream at. So, whereas the 4K 60 captures, obviously in high quality, so you're uploading to YouTube, but streaming wise, it's pretty much the same, right? So, you're probably better off going for the HD 60, to be honest with you. But the 4K 60 does have like almost zero, what do you call it? Latency or whatever. So like, you know, in the HD 60 there's a bit of a delay from looking at the device to what you'd actually be playing. Whereas the 4K 60 is pretty much, you know, instant or whatever. It's just very expensive. Oh, is it not? I thought it did. I don't know where mine is. I seem to recall that having. Or maybe it's just the regular HD 60 I've got, not the S one. I'm not sure. I've got mine somewhere. Can't remember where. But stuck in a drawer somewhere. But it might be worth. Actually, I've got a HDMI switcher, so I can connect multiple devices to my capture card at once, and also connect it to the TV. So is it a 5? How many switch? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's a 5-in-1. So I've got like PlayStation 4 connected, Xbox One connected, 360 connected. I think the Wii U's connected, and the Switch is connected. So I can just instantly switch between them, which is pretty cool, so I'm not having to keep unplugging and plugging back in again. They're worth getting if you've got, like, you want to do multiple consoles. But you want to pay a little bit more because the cheap ones don't work. It's got a remote for it, so I can just go, and it'll switch to like Xbox or switch to PlayStation. You know, it's pretty good.
Buon viaggio.
It's just the PlayStation 3 I can't use because it's got that bullshit copy protection on it, that head sheet, whatever it's called. So you've got to get a separate splitter for that. And it's a pain in the arse. So I wanted to do, I'd rather have done the Ratchet and Clank, because I want to play Ratchet and Clank. I'm going to do at least the first game. I would have liked to have done the HD collection they did.
I think it's time I
I'll have to emulate it. Also, the 4K 60 does have HDR pass through as well. If you're interested in HDR, I'm not. I don't really. The HDR doesn't really do anything to it. I've never seen it. I don't even think it looks that great. This is Altair's armor, isn't it? Nah. Yeah, it could do. Because that's how I captured Metal Gear Solid 4 on YouTube. Yeah, it could. I wonder why the Elgatos can't.
This is the sanctuary. It was built by my great-grandfather to honor the memory of the Assassin Order and protect its secrets. Look around. These are the assassins who guarded the freedom of humanity when it was most threatened. And this is the armor of
Yeah, I don't know if I just answered you. I forgot what. I probably will do Alien Isolation at some point. I just got a lot of other stuff to get out of the way. I've got a big list of stuff to do, so I need to get that stuff done first. Priority tomorrow is to finish off Donkey Kong, and then squeeze in some South Park. And if we've got time, depending on how long it takes me to do Donkey Kong, which could... I could not do another day of Donkey Kong, I can't. We're going to do Dr. Jekyll for up to an hour.
In order to achieve perfect synchronization with that,
I had a little break. It's probably a good idea not to burn yourself out, which is what I've been doing. But I just, it was weird. 'Cause I felt like I had to do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got to stream. You know what I mean? I've got but I don't have to. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why I had that mindset. And I'm like, if I don't want to stream, don't stream. You know, it's not like, you know, it's my job or anything like that. I mean, only do it if you enjoy it. So yeah, I took a couple of days off, didn't I? It's good to have a break every once in a while. Otherwise you'll just be thinking, fucking hell. And it doesn't help if you've been playing shitty games as well. Yeah, I think that's what I felt once you hit affiliate. You kind of like, eh. You feel like you need to do it for some reason. It's weird. But then you don't end up hating it, do you? I mean, at the end of the day, for most of us, it's a hobby, isn't it? It's just a bit of fun. And the key part is fun. You got to enjoy it. And you can see and hear how fucking miserable I've been sometimes. I mean, like, I enjoyed the first Resident Evil and Resident Evil 2. And I enjoyed the remake, didn't I? But I fucking hated Half-Life. I fucking hated Resident Evil 3. Fucking hated Sonic 06. I enjoyed Silent Hill 1 and 2. Hated Assassin's Creed 1. I don't hate Donkey Kong, but I got frustrated with it and I'm just fed up of it now, you know. Yeah, Silent Hill 3 just... No, because I went in there thinking it's another Silent Hill, it's going to be good, and then I got lost and I couldn't figure out that thing, and then I got fucking trapped in that corner and killed, and I was like, fuck this. But yeah, I need to get back to Silent Hill 3 and make sure that's the only fuck up I have. I didn't enjoy my Link to the Past. Stream. Well, no, I enjoyed it when I was getting abused. It was funny. And I kept getting cheered. Cranky coming up. That was funny. If it wasn't for that, I fucking hated it. But I liked Ocarina of Time towards the end.
Ezio, you are still alive.
But I really gotta have a good think
Past 2 years
about
have
what I
been kind
choose to play.
But you are not the same at all.
Alright, we taught myself for fun with the follow goals and stuff. And, that was when Frogboy came around. 'Cause I told the story, didn't I, when I was in the graveyard. I remember the origins of Frogboy. What made me think of that? Why did I talk about Frogboy? What brought that up? I can't remember. Did it just come out of nowhere?
Different assassination techniques.
May I see it?
Wait, what's that? It's not so much a design this time, just a series of sketches.
Really? Dan P's a nonce though, isn't he? I mean, look at the state of him.
Of course. And why not? What an inspired idea.
Can you make it for me while I try what's in that manual fragment?
Take it. I'll have my assistant set up some dummies for you to practice with. Hey,
What did Da Vinci actually invent? I know he painted, but didn't he invent some shit? Did he actually create flight? I thought that was the Wright brothers. Or were they just the first to make planes? I'm not sure. Here we go. Air assassinations that actually work. Or is there a fucking farce in the first game, aren't they? Another air assassinate. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, it's the thingy assassinating it. Pull him over the ledge. Was it Da Vinci who painted the Mona Lisa? I don't know why everyone raves about that painting. It's not that good. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why it's got such a rep.
There's someone I need to see while I'm here. I cannot approach him publicly. Would you know a way?
La Volpe.
A fox?
Papisco.
But do you know where a fox might roam?
Perhaps near the Mercato, where the thieves dwell. Sta attento, amico.
Alright, we're like full-blown assassin now, aren't we? We are definitely in business. Let's climb some towers. And parachute as well. And definitely a lot more fun to climb, because the climbing's better. Not perfect, but certainly much better than the first. codex page as well. We got the races, the carrier assignment, and the beat 'em up ones as well. Yeah, beat up event. There's a few things going on. Oh, sorry, sir. Tell you what, let's. You can actually block with a hidden blade in this guy, which you couldn't do in the first game. You still get the timing right to counter, but you can actually block. The blade's bigger, isn't it? In this. Or is it? No, it's a double blade, isn't it? I don't know. It's just way better for assassinating. I'm quite keen to get to Revelations now and play that for the first time, because I don't know how his story ends. I wonder why I never bothered with it all these years. I think I was just burnt out on Creed at that point. Because we had the first game, the second, and then Brotherhood. Just kind of like, okay, I've seen it all now. I just weren't interested in it at all. I think I just got annoyed that they'd start to milk the series like every year, and I was kind of like, God damn it, Ubisoft. I've got this way around. Yeah. And then it was 3. Where they first introduced naval combat, right? Which is one of my favourite parts actually of 3. And didn't you have the what was that weapon you had in 3? You could like hang guys, couldn't you, from trees and stuff? Am I thinking of 3? That was kind of cool. And you could use like bodies as human shields when they shot you and stuff. But it got a bit tedious towards the end because what's his name were a shit character, and they were just a lot of like, you know. And then obviously 4. They went obviously full pirate. So I'm thinking at first when 4 was announced, I was like, really? It's a pirate game? That's kind of dumb. And I played it and I was like, fucking love being a pirate. Spent so long just sailing the seas. Attacking everything I saw, building up my ship. Like I said, the 4, it was the whole sailing around pirate stuff that made it. I think the actual main mission design was fucking awful. Like, really bad. It was just all like stupid tailing and eavesdropping missions, and I really didn't enjoy those parts of it. I just liked sailing around in my ship. And again, it is full of a lot of like pointless stuff. Well, it's going to take you a long time if you want to go around collecting everything, selling on the seas and stuff. But Rogue was really good actually, because I originally skipped Rogue, because I thought that was going to be the half-arse game. I thought that all the effort's going to Unity, that's just a quick one they've just shat out for last-gen consoles. And it ended up being the far better game. But no, I really enjoyed Rogue, it was really good. We have to. Oh, this is where we meet that guy in it.
What? My pouch. My money.
Oh yeah, guy steals your money, doesn't he? Cheeky bastard.
Get back here.
Make me.
I really have no interest in hurting you. So give me back my money and we'll...
How did it end up on the roof?
Not so fast. What do you want? Who are you? They call me many things. Murderer, tagliagole, thief. But you may call me La Volpe.
Like I said, I'm keen to see a proper reveal of Valhalla. Fingers crossed for that game.
My name. It is my business to know everything in this city.
He is quite
Isn't that why you're here?
noncy, isn't he?
Need to find someone. Know where he'll be before even he does. Who?
I'm gonna check out the guy behind him.
There's word on the street of a caravan just arrived from Roma. A secret meeting at sunset tonight. You can learn something of Francesco's whereabouts there. Do you know where it is to be held? Ma certo. Let me know when you are ready, and we'll go. Ah, yes. Here is your money.
I mentioned that the other yesterday, didn't I? What's the explanation that they've all got the same scar and they look exactly the same? I don't really understand why. I mean, okay, I guess they could look the same, but the fuck would they have the same scar? Well, yeah, yeah. Because Ezio doesn't have a scar, but then he gets hit with a rock, doesn't he? But then why did Altair and Desmond have the scar? I don't understand. Is it just the Animus doing that? Or, I don't know. I don't get it. It's weird. Good old Google. Well, no, fuck Google. At least the company. Whatever happened to good old Ask Jeeves? Eh? Where'd Ask Jeeves go? I used to ask old Jeevesy a lot of questions, never got good answers. You know, rubbish actually, to be honest. What he's up to, old Jeevesy? Eh? Where's he gone? Fair enough. There's always something to do with the Animus, like the same way it translates like the language into English or whatever. Codex page there, might as well grab it. Got yeah, Inception. I've not seen that since it come out. That's like a mind fuck, innit, that? So what's his name, innit? Christopher Nolan. Guy's like a bit of a genius, isn't he, really? So he comes up with some of his stories. Like, have you seen Interstellar as well? That's like, oh, what the fuck? Just one of those films where you're still thinking about it once it's finished, you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, right, there's the credits roll, alright, what's next? It's like, oh, fuck. And it's just still in your head. He does some really good films, hasn't he? What's the other one he did? Did he do, The Two Magicians? We have that rivalry. What's it called? Is it Hugh Jackman in it and someone else? I think that was one of his films. What the fuck's it called? I can't think which name. I think it was him. Memento. Yeah. I've got that on Blu-ray. That was, what's his name? The guy that he's lost his memory, hasn't he? And he's trying to... What happens to him? He gets fucked up by some guys, doesn't he? And he's trying to remember who they are and get his revenge on them. But he forgets his memory every day or something like that. Yeah. But there's another one. It's the two magicians. And they were friends when they turned rivals. And one of them pulls off like this show where it looks like there's two of them, and he can't figure out how he's done it. And I mean, I haven't seen it for years, but it's really, really good. What the fuck is it called? I mean, I'll be honest with you, I always thought, The Prestige! That's its fucking name! Yeah, that's a great film. I need to rewatch that. It turns out I think he's just got a twin brother, hasn't he? That's the twist. But, something like that. But yeah, I always thought, like... the Batman films were his worst films, to be honest with you. I guess that's kind of what he's mainly known for. Is his like Batman were just his simpler films, weren't they? He was just fucking Batman, superhero. But his others are just like proper like crazy. Like, how does he come up with that shit? I mean, have you seen Interstellar? They go through the wormhole, don't they? And like they land on that planet, but time flow's different, and like they're only on that planet for they crash land on this planet and they're trying to get off it, but they're on there for what to them is like, I don't know, half an hour, but was like 30 years or something back on Earth. It's really weird. And he's like good because he's left his kids at home, but it's 30 years or something like that. Daft has passed while he thinks he's only been on this planet for half an hour. And then it's a proper mind fuck. It's so fucking, it's like amazing, but it's just like, the fuck does he come up with this shit? It's definitely worth a watch, I'll tell you that. I think I watched it for the first time a couple of years ago.
What are you doing back there? I said to keep up with me.
I watched, what's it called, John Wick, for like the first time last night. It was alright. I don't really watch movies anymore. They struggle to hold my attention. I stop watching something and I get bored and never finish it. That was pretty good. There's 3 of them, isn't there? Yeah, because one of my friends told me he thought it was the other way around. He said like 1 was really good, but like 2 and 3 were shit. So I don't know. 1's on Amazon Prime and 3's on Netflix. Don't know where 2's got to, but I might watch 2 and 3.
Here we are. Francesco Di Pazzi is meeting his people inside that church. How do I join them? There are
Okay, I'll watch them.
run under the sea.
I don't think it was amazing or anything, but I just heard a lot of people rave about them, so they're really good.
Grip that stone handle. Turn it, then slide it down.
Thank you for all your help, Pope.
Buona fortuna.
It's kind of funny how he's like, it's all because they killed his dog. They're doing a John Wick 4. I knew they were doing another Matrix. I was never really carried away with the Matrix. Didn't really like them. You know? I mean, like, at the time, the effects were cool. They were like a big deal, weren't they? But I never really cared too much about it. I remember really liking the, in the second film, what was the second film called? Reloaded? Where he fights all the, what they called? Agent Smith or whatever. He's fighting like loads of them. It looks funny now, it's kind of cheesy. The effects are a little bit dated. But I remember thinking that was quite fascinating back in the day. But I tried watching the third one, and I really didn't like it. I just remember the final scene at the end, where they fight, that running towards each other in the rain. But yeah, I was never really a massive fan. I don't really think there's a need to make a 4th, to be honest with you. Fair enough. I don't think he's really a guy that's all about the money, is he? To be honest with you. I've never seen Bill and Ted, believe it or not. Is this the third Bill and Ted? I've never seen them. I keep meaning to watch them. Hey, sometimes I don't mind a cheesy film. Some of the older stuff. I like to go back and watch some of the old 80s stuff I've not watched. Like I watched the Breakfast Club for the first time a couple of months ago. I like that. It was years before I watched Back to the Future, believe it or not. Do you know what I never liked? Indiana Jones. Couldn't get into them.
How long do we have to stand here, Saverio?
It's so cold. What do you want, Hilario? They said Patsy is paying us good money to watch the entrance, and the dead won't try to murder us. I can't wait to go home to Elena and tell her how much gold we made tonight.
BTTF? Oh yeah, sorry, Back to the Future. Ugh. We played a Back to the Future game on NES. Jesus. There was some weird shit, didn't they, back in the day, trying to make like licensed games, especially when you're so limited on like an 8-bit console. Most of them just didn't make any sense, did they? Well, most Atari games were just weird because it's like such or as basic as video games get. Like the Indiana Jones game and stuff. Like, it was hard to even make out what the stuff on the screen was, because it just blocks. But obviously, it must have seemed cool back then. But it's going to be hard for like my generation and younger to, you know, go back and, you know, be able to play those sort of stuff. It is so primitive. Especially like going back there, you know, like the what's it called, the first ever video game console, that Magna something Odyssey, where you basically just had like a dots on the screen and your game was basically an overlay you'd stick to your TV. Those were basically your games. And you just had, I don't know, you had a lot of imagination back then to enjoy your games. So like if it was a football game, the overlay would just be like a football field. And I guess you just move the dots around and try and pretend like you were playing football. It was just like fucking hell. Where are we going now? Did I open that door? No, I didn't. I'm going further up. Oh shit. Yeah. Well, that's how I saw a lot of those old consoles, was through his videos. I wasn't familiar with a lot of them. Got those various Pong consoles, and so I discovered the, oh shit, that was done there. Philips CDI and the 3DO and things like that. So I wasn't aware of any of them. What am I doing here? What's up here, isn't it? I fell down. What's that? Is that you? Is that your little emote? I'm going this way over. And we're going up, and we don't fall off this time, do we, Ash? I won't worry about it too much. I take some pride in mine being shambles, to be honest with you. It's kind of my thing. Like if I started like having like smooth playthroughs, everything's working and I'm doing well and having success in these games, it wouldn't feel right. Do you know what I mean? You know, I think people are like, what the fuck's this shit? Did you see it earlier when I first come on, trying to do Donkey Kong? Fucking controller weren't working. That was that entire session right there of me trying to get the controller working, and I fucking gave up.
I told you we shouldn't have come here. If I hear anything, I'm running to the other guard post. So help me God.
Alright, yeah. And then I restarted my computer and it was working. Well, what happened is I'd put the game on, but Donkey was just, the characters were just moving themselves. I was like, what the fuck? So I unplugged the controller and then it would not configure in the emulator after that. You know, I was trying everything. I kept switching out controllers and I'm getting really pissed off. And I finally got it working. And then I got really tired and I was like, I can't do this.
Saverio, I'll be back with the other guards.
And I fell asleep, and I woke up, and here I am.
Leave me alone.
I'm outpacing you. Run faster.
Have to find a way out.
Oh shit, what am I doing? Good night. Hola. Is that how you pronounce that? I don't know. I think so. Old lurks, fella. I'm good at lurking. That's what I do a lot. It's only really your stream that I port that I actually chat. And sometimes in summer streams, but I usually just lurk. Oh yeah, obviously. If I'm putting chat, it's to abuse people. Although I did help you, didn't I, the other day with Max Payne? I don't understand that. I can only I don't speak English, and I'll be honest, I've not really mastered that. So I don't know, is that Spanish? Yeah. Well, I helped you with that wedge, did I? And then he's like, oh, I bet he loaded up one of his playthroughs. No, I remembered. Remember, I've got good long-term memory. You forget that. Doesn't make any sense. So I can forget what happened literally 2 seconds ago. Well, I was enjoying watching you struggle for a while. I do enjoy it. I'll be honest. But I thought I'd help you after a little while. I know. It's good to see other people struggling as well, when it's not just me. Like, I'll be honest, I was enjoying your struggles against that boss on Metal Gear. Can anyone translate? I don't know if I'm being abused right now or. It looked pretty bad. What do you think would have happened to me?
We're all set for the Duomo in the morning, Signore. The bait's been laid, but it wasn't easy. His fool brother keeps changing his plans.
See, we'll need to be on hand to make sure Giuliano even gets out of bed for church tomorrow.
It is Spanish, isn't it? Espanol.
You think they suspect something?
Impossible. The Medici are too
Can't speak any Spanish. Not Spanish.
Likely a bit of both.
Do not underestimate our enemies, Francesco. Or have you already forgotten how your son was murdered?
We'll suffer no such surprises this time, Maestro. You have
Dios mío. Is that oh my god?
I should be
I think.
I have some other business to attend to before I return to Rome. Gentlemen, tomorrow a new sun rises over Firenze. May the Father of Understanding guide us.
May the Father of Understanding.
Yeah, I saw that at 0.1%. It's the sort of shit that happened to me that. Do you mean on YouTube? Subscribed on there. Should probably better following me on Twitch if you haven't, because I'm not really a YouTuber anymore. I might pop the odd stuff up there every now and then if I can be arsed, but I have just no motivation right now.
Look at that statue. It's identical to one in the Villa Auditore. I think you've stumbled onto one of the assassins.
Shut up, Sean. No one cares what you got to say, mate. It's not want your input either, Rebecca. You know. There we go. Just puts that giant plate in his pocket right there. So many of them, 6. They're all from the tombs, aren't they? Oh, okay. Like I said, I've barely mastered English, so I can't speak. Oh, let's be honest, I think when it comes to us English, we're the worst for being able to speak another language, aren't we? We really are bad.
I know where Francesco will be and when. What is it? I overheard something. They have weapons.
We just like point and speak louder.
Typical of Sixtus, but what the hell are they planning? I couldn't understand the specifics, but it involves the Medici. It begins tomorrow morning at the Duomo.
The Medici will all be there for Sunday
I
service.
completely failed French. What do we have to do? We had like, they had to record us, like a teacher. He'd speak to us in French, and we'd have to answer him in French and then record it on a tape. I got a fucking clue what he was saying. And he was getting so pissed off. So he'd say something, and I'd just be like, bonjour. And he was like this the entire time, like, and then afterwards he's like, did you not listen to anything during like your 3 years of French? Obviously not. Croissant, mate. Fromage. There you go. What more do you want? So, what grade did I get? Must have been like an F or something. Which is technically still a pass, right? I just didn't give a shit. I used to do well in English, like they do like mini little tests and stuff. I used to get like high grades, and then they started going on about Shakespeare and stuff, and I just gave up. Couldn't be bothered. Couldn't be bothered with most of my coursework out, which is like 25% in it. Didn't bother with most of that. I just couldn't be bothered. I've already said that was that. At least when I were at school, in high school, most of what they teach you don't even need. And they do put a lot of pressure on you about your grades. You know, oh, if you fail this, that's over your life, so you'll be working at McDonald's the rest of your life, they're always saying. But it's not the end of the world if you don't do well in school. You can still do alright for yourself without grades. You really can. And a lot of people have done well who just didn't even bother going to school half the time. You know what I mean? Get apprenticeships and all sorts without having any real grades. And what they don't tell you is you can fucking retake them. They fail to mention that, don't they? They make it sound like you've got one shot and that's it. Well, I've got some good opportunities coming up at work recently. Like I mentioned, how I got fucked over for a particular position by that slag who'd been sleeping with a supervisor. But that shit is all changing now. We've got like a new main manager guy, and it looks like he's actually going to sort some shit out. And everything is being scrapped. Supervisors and other stuff, they're all starting fresh. And there's new positions coming up called team managers. and it's going to put an end to all the favoritism and all the nepotism. People aren't going to be getting picked based on who's sleeping with who or who's friends with who. There's going to be a proper process for it. They're going to actually look who's got the skills and who can do all that shit. And yeah, a lot of people are going to find themselves not in great positions no more, and I have a very, very good shot. So I'm going to be applying for that, and it's going to come if I can get it. And I feel pretty confident. Like, I'm going to stand out, actually. I'm a good candidate with what I'm going up against, which is morons. And it's going to come with a lot more responsibility, but I think I can handle it. And decent pay upgrade as well. So fingers crossed there. I'm going to have to hold out until maybe August, but I got a good opportunity coming up, so I'm just going to be patient and see what happens. But I feel quite confident, actually. It's about fucking time shit got sorted there. I'm fucked over one too many times. Due to fucking Muppet supervisors and people who just don't deserve the jobs that they've got. And that should be coming to an end. I know some of them now who've been given very comfortable positions are shitting themselves because they're going to get exposed for how shit they are. Essentially, you'll be basically like you'll be managing a team and you'll be fully responsible for them. You'll sort out all their stuff, whether it's like sorting out their holidays. I think you're responsible for possibly sorting out their contracts. If there's any issue with their pay, you'll be sorting that out, and it's a lot more responsibility, but I know I can handle it. Because some of the people there, they don't have people skills, and they're pieces of shit, and they're just getting away with being lazy, and that's hopefully all coming to an end. So we'll see what happens, but feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. So we'll see. Some good opportunities finally. And some more monies. Includes like bonuses as well, like a 10% bonus, stuff like that. And chance to work your way up and make even more money, so could be alright. Could be alright. I'm going to thoroughly enjoy some of the people who are going to find themselves back doing shit jobs. I'm going to get a good kick out of that. The people who've been comfortable and getting away with shit for too fucking long. And I'm going to really enjoy that. Oh, what's this bastard tower? Probably going to bring this to an end soon. It's actually 1:30 already. I'm going to get some sleep. Ready to go again tomorrow and get fucking Donkey Kong done. What's this tower? No, this is tall building. Oh, you going to work? I got 3 days off now, so it's always a good feeling. Can we get up here? I think I'll climb this tower and then I think that'll be it for today. Is there not a way up here? Can I not climb that? No. What can I get from here? Yeah, I cannot say that. I reckon I can jump across. Can I make that jump? I can. Alright. Bloody hell, this is a tall building, isn't it? And that one's even taller over there. Is it? There we go. Fucking hell, is high up, innit, that? Jesus. Typical me to accidentally jump off and not synchronise. Which I kept doing in the first game, didn't I? Alright. That looked kind of awkward. I know, I don't think I've remembered to sync each time now. It also helped that I'm a lot happier playing this game, whereas with the first one I'm just kind of like, ugh. Just like, ugh. I'll tell you what, plan one more tower. And then we'll call it a night. How do you make most of your money in this game? Is it through like what you generate in your villa and stuff for your renovations? I can't remember. Building up the villa, okay. I've got 8,000, well over it. Oh, bloody hell. Let's see, what are you doing, mate? I'll invest that into maybe upgrade another building or something. You can swim, can't you, in this game? I don't have to worry about drowning, do I? Or is that water? Well, I for one not like the sound of that. I mean, I guess there's always been a little bit of humour, hasn't there, in Hitman, but it's still been, you know, quite dark. But that the trailer they did for Hitman, well, the new Hitman, the new Hitman 1 or whatever, that was so fucking good. That music that played and then going through all the hits that he's done, that was fucking brilliant, that trailer. Yeah, he can swim. Yeah, Contra. I always remember. Is it that's got that? Is it the Meat King's Party? For some reason that's one of the levels that always stands out. And then there's the hotel one. Those are my favourites. Which is the same mission that you do in the Codename 47, the first game. Yeah, it's in the slaughterhouse, isn't it? Fucking sex party at the slaughterhouse. I do love me a bit of Hitman. I hope it goes out with a bang. I'm sure it will. Because like 1 and 2 were just fucking brilliant, like such a return to form. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know a lot of people hate Absolution, and I get why some people don't like it, but I enjoyed it for what it was. But it was good to see it go back to that proper sandbox style gameplay with just that brilliant open level design. There's so many ways to get the job done. No, I daren't do Hitman on stream, even though I generally do well at stealth. I don't want to still fall apart, and I'd struggle because you got to focus for your stealth and stuff, and yeah, and I can't focus while I'm streaming. And I don't want to end up hating Hitman. I don't want to ruin those for me. So it's probably best I stay away from them. But I did most of the playthroughs of Hitman on YouTube. And I used to get a lot of comments that people were saying like, holy shit, like you're really good at these games, and I was. It's got a knack for stealth games. I don't want to ruin that on stream. Even though I'm generally not a very patient person in real life, like I always managed to be patient with Hitman. And took my time to figure things out and get to know the levels and like people's routines and stuff. And it was always satisfying when you figure out a good way to get a kill. It all sort of comes together, and it's like, yeah. Yeah, I should probably avoid Splinter Cell as well, even though I'm usually pretty good at Splinter Cell. I still say Chaos Theory is the best Splinter Cell. I should probably just stay away from stealth, like pure stealth. Like I've been doing, oh shit, I've been doing The Last of Us Part 2, going full stealth, and it's been very successful. I'm very good at taking everyone down without anyone realising what's happened. I know I just have a knack for it. If that's one of my strengths, if I was to have any strengths, it's stealth. I don't know, I'm just good at it. Yeah, we'll see about that. I'll give my final verdict once I've played it all the way through. Well, anyway, yeah, that's gonna be that's me done for tonight. As I said, I shall return tomorrow to prioritise, and hopefully I'm gonna try my absolute best to finish Donkey frigging Kong and it's done with. And at some point in the future, I can get around to Banjo-Tooie, and then Conquest Bad Fur Day to wrap up the classic Rare platformers. So I do Donkey Kong Country, squeezing some South Park. Again, it depends on how long it takes me to do fucking Donkey Kong. I might do some stuff off screen actually to save the time, like just finding the fucking banana fairies and stuff, just to get that out of the way. We'll do that, and then South Park at some point, squeeze as much as that as I can endure. I'll probably soon give up on that piece of shit. maybe squeeze Dr. Jekyll in later on. Maybe do that at night, and then we'll see after that. So yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna probably sleep as well. So yeah. Right. Thanks everyone for stopping by, and I will well, hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow at some point. So yeah.